Thousands of stars have appeared on stage at Plymouth's Theatre Royal, but for many staff and visitors, here's one of the theatre's real stars, Clive.
It's £3 if that's all right, and it's Danny Dyer this week.
Clive's seen hard times in his life. He's bipolar and had a difficult start in life, and in years gone by he struggled with addiction issues. How much do you enjoy having this pitch right here outside the Theatre Royal?
It's the biggest part of my life, really. I can't imagine being anywhere else now.
Earlier in the day, we first filmed Clive at Plymouth's Big Issue office.
Could I have 10 mags, please, Sue? It's £1.50 this week, isn't it? Oh, Christmas price already.
Clive buys 10 magazines for £15. He then sells them for double the money. There are no refunds, though, so if a vendor doesn't sell all their mags, they lose money.
People have this assumption that they're all addicts, whereas a lot of it is to do with mental health, sometimes it's ex-service, but anyone can lose their job. Anyone in rented accommodation can lose that rented accommodation. There's all sorts of reasons that people can't do what we consider to be a normal 9-to-5 job.
Clive says this job means he can now rent a flat and feed himself. It's a far cry from his old life. Clive wanted to show me the place, not far from Plymouth's Marsh Mills roundabout, that when he was in the grips of alcoholism, he used to sleep.
There it is, over there. I'm just about to see it, yeah.
So that was your home?
That's my home, yeah.
For about 3 years?
Yeah.
The area is now much overgrown, but miraculously we find Clive's old tent. This was your whole life, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, because people would find that hard because you're in a big flat or a big house, but this, everything that you got in your home, this is it. This is my version of it in a very miniature sense. So it's like being at my own grave at the moment. Yeah. The grave of my old life.
Seeing evidence of his past drinking ways, this is a pretty difficult moment for Clive.
I thought there was a high possibility that I wouldn't make it in the real world, and that my drink problems and my mental health would drag me back here, yeah.
But you didn't have to come back here.
No, I didn't. Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm all right, but it's just a core. It's like missing a bullet.
Being homeless, Clive told me, was often bleak and dangerous. But even when he got a roof over his head, he told me he still needed a great deal of support.
I was homeless for like 20 years. It took me 3 years of being in my new home to be in a position to start to explore, can I be a member of society more than just living in it? Once you get that front door, it's 4 or 5 years before you are mentally restored enough to be the person you was before you were made homeless.
Clive says his new love of theatre has also helped save him. But the theatre tells me it sees Clive as part of their family.
He's one of the most friendly, welcoming faces we could have outside our theatre. It literally is like he's part of our team. Although not officially working for our theatre, it's not the same in an evening when he's not here.
The theatre, his job, and the love of his dog Geezer. You know, life's getting there for Clive.
How does life feel now, Clive? You're not drinking, you've got a home.
I feel like life has gifted me happiness again. I've come an enormous way, to get here.
No one can deny that, Clive. And here's hoping 2019 brings yet more happiness. Claire Manning, ITV News.
I was still here.